Hi guys, thank you so much for coming to visit with me today. I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial for the holiday of love, Valentine's Day. So obviously this is not your natural everyday look. This is more of a glam, fun look for you to do for a girls' night out or a fun date night. So if you're interested in this look, please keep watching. So the first product that I'm going to start off with is CoverFX Illuminating Primer. This is one of my favorite primers that I always use. It gives my skin a really nice glow before applying my foundation. Next, I'm going to go in with my CoverFX Total Cream Cover Foundation. You guys know this is one of my all-time favorite foundations just because I love the coverage that it gives. We are going to stipple this on with our fingers, and then I'm going to take one of my new brushes. This is by CoverFX as well, and this is their cream foundation brush. Now I actually do like this brush. You guys know I'm used to using either a beauty blender or just a regular sponge to blend out my foundation. But I do really like this brush. It's really nice in regards to blending out and smoothing out the foundation and really buffing it onto the skin. So I will keep you guys posted on if this brush is a go, or will I go back to my beauty blender? I don't know, we'll see. So next I'm going to go in with my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and I love this concealer. It gives me such a nice glow in the areas that I want to highlight. So we're just going to blend that out a little bit with just a regular sponge. So I always just go in with a 2-ply tissue and just blot off any excess oil or foundation just to make sure I keep the skin looking pretty natural, and so I prevent that oiliness from building up throughout the day. So once we've got the skin nice and blotted, we're going to go in with a highlight shade, and this is the Total Cream Coverage as well, and this is the shade in G30. So we're going to go in and highlight the areas where we want to highlight, and then I'm going to contour with a darker shade from the CoverFX Contour Kit. I absolutely love the brush that I'm using. This is actually another one from CoverFX, and this is their contour brush, and it is just amazing. It does exactly what I needed to do. It has a smaller side for highlighting and getting into those smaller areas, and then you can also contour with it as well. Using my MAC 109 contour blending brush, we're going to go in and blend out the highlight in the contoured areas and just make sure that everything looks nice and seamless and flawless. This is where the magic happens, people. I swear this is like the longest part of doing my entire face, is just blending out this highlight and this contour. I mean, seriously, like my wrists start to hurt when I'm doing this. But the results are fantastic. So you know when your wrist is hurting, that means you have successfully blended out your foundation. So be proud of yourself. So if your wrist is not hurting or in a little bit of pain by the time you finish blending out your foundation, you need to keep blending because it's not done yet. You're not finished yet. Where there's beauty, there's pain, people. I'm just saying. So next I'm going in with my Ket Cosmetics Translucent Powder in a compact, and that's just pretty much going to set all of my highlight and contour, foundation, and everything in place. So next I'm going in with the Sasha Buttercup powder, and we are just going to set our highlight and let that bake. So now that we've got our brows on and popping, we're going to go in with the shade Soft Brown by MAC Cosmetics, and we're going to use this as our transition shade. I'm using my 224 brush by MAC as well. So next I'm going to go in with one of my favorite shades. This is the color Folie by MAC Cosmetics, and I like this color because it definitely gives me just a little bit more of that extra pop and contour on the outer corners into the center of the crease. So if you wanted to go with a more softer eye, you could definitely stop at this point and go ahead and add your liner and mascara. But since this is a nice girls' night out look, we are just going to add a little bit more pop. So this is a green shade by Morphee Brushes palette in 36D. And I just chose this just because I wanted to do something different, and I'm so sick of doing all the natural eyes. So this is just a great color to use just to give you a little bit more pop. And now I'm going in with the shade Sketch by MAC Cosmetics, and this is adding just a little bit more contour and a little bit more pop to the outer corners of the eye. And as you can see, I'm just kind of blending the colors together and kind of marrying them. That way everything looks really, really nice and blended, but still gives us a great smoky effect. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of building on my color. So I keep adding a little bit more Sketch and a little bit more Folie on the outer corners of the eye, just until I get the amount of drama that I want. So now I'm going in with Inglot number 77 gel eyeliner, which is one of my favorites. It's so dark and it is just waterproof and it stays on all day. So we're using that with one of MAC's angle brushes. And now I'm going to go in and just fluff away all of that Sasha Buttercup Cosmetics and make sure you get all of it off, and you don't want it to look powdery or anything. What I didn't show you guys is that I did go in and just kind of spray this with the Mario Badescu spray just to kind of set it a little bit before we go into adding more face powder. So right now I'm applying a MAC Fluidline in the shade Black Ivy, and this is just a really, really beautiful deep greenish blue color, and it is gorgeous. So I'm taking my pencil brush and I'm just kind of smudging that out a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit more drama and go in with MAC Feline Kohl eyeliner, which is one of my favorite eye pencils. So now I want to coat my lashes with Benefiit mascara in their Real, and just give my eyes just a little bit more, or lashes a little bit more volume before adding my House of Lashes in the style Smokey Muse. These are some of my favorite lashes when I'm doing more of a dramatic eye. So now using my ABH contour kit, I'm going to go in with the shade Havana and add a little bit more contour and just warm the skin up just a little bit. You guys know the drill. Now I'm using the shade in Golden Peach, and we're going to use that over some of the highlighted areas. And now I want to take my NARS blush in Orgasm and add that to the cheeks, as well as groom the brows with my Anastasia Brow Clear Gel. Now I'm going to take, this is a new product that I've been using, and it's the LA Girl Cosmetics Highlighting Stick. And I forget the shade, but I'll list it at the bottom. But this gives me a really nice creamy glow to the skin before applying my powder highlight. So I really like it. I've just started using it, and it just makes my skin look a little bit more healthier, and it also makes my highlight look a little bit more blended. So now I'm going to go in and do a little bit of strobing with the So Hollywood highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I absolutely love this stuff. It's so pretty. So now it's time for lips. So I'm going in with MAC Cosmetics Prep and Prime Lip Primer. And then I'm going to go in with Cherry Lip Liner by MAC Cosmetics. This actually used to be one of my favorite red lip liners, but I don't know why I stopped using it, but I'm going back to it because I love the vibrancy of this color. It is just so beautiful. And of course I want to go in with my famous Ruby Woo lipstick. I love this red, and I would love it to the day I die. So this is just going to complete the look, and I thought red would be just kind of like a hot contrast with the green eyeshadow. I don't know. It looks a little Christmassy, but we're going to go with it and just say it's a Valentine's Day look. And here's our final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please thumbs up if you like it, and leave me some comments if you have questions. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks again, guys. I love you. See you next time. Bye.